Hey, how's it going? It's your mystical tarot bun Katsumi here, and I've got a timeless money reading just for you. I trust the universe has guided you here right on time, so take what resonates and let the rest gently float away. Now let's hop in and see how an opportunity is forming where you weren't looking. Ooh, foresight, very interesting to see. So pay attention to the things that are important to ensure wealth. Be farsighted and alert. Yes, so your perception on the existing reality and how you're maneuvering through your finances will be very important. We're getting a sense of alchemizing certain things too, certain situations, certain events and circumstances that you're facing too. Okay, so using witchcraft, occult, and learning God's secrets transform the situation, right? So use the belief system that you have at this time to alchemize what it is that you envision for your life, what it is that you wish to manifest, right? And then we're getting a sense of job opportunities coming up here as well. So new job opportunities, change of workplace or business trip. There's also some sense of change is coming just in time. I don't know why I wanted to say something. I wanted to say June. I know we're like in that vibe right now. We're doing June, but this is a timeless reading. But something around something, I got the idea of like June, July, something like that. Like maybe it might be this year, the next year, the following, or maybe it might just be in terms of significance, in terms of like your birthday, you know, your horoscope, things like that. But yeah, I don't know why the word Justin. I mean, Justin. Yeah, something just came to mind. Like Justin might be of significance. The name Justin, Justine, Justice, right? Okay. And then, yeah, there's some sort of ending coming as well. So that gives a sense of like almost like the death card where the endings are occurring. There's a release, transformations, a sense of renewal and rebirth, right? But there is a cycle that's ending. It's time for you to make a change and rebirth in terms of how you are just maneuvering through your life. And that's occurring. And it's just time to say goodbye to things that are not serving you at this time. Okay, and then you also have a sense of star power. Okay, so you're becoming some sense of like, I'm getting that some of you are an influencer, so you might already be on social media. You might already be sharing your work, posting online, making videos. But yeah, many of you are going to become some sort of influencer of a company. You're going to earn some sense of fame and opportunity, popularity through that, and you're stepping into the spotlight as well. Pretty cool. I'm also getting a sense that you are doing a little bit of savings, right? And you're always going to need that savings. So definitely put some off to the side for a bad day, especially if you want to kind of continue that emergency fund that some of you might have already begun. You know, maintain that 3 to 6 months emergency fund just to make sure you have that backup plan in place in case anything in the world were to happen, right? And you're just kind of creating a savings for the future. You're keeping your future self in mind at all times, okay? And then you also have a sense of new beginnings coming through, which is really nice because with the endings come new beginnings. And you're going to start a new job in life and you're going to kind of just wipe the slate clean. You get a clean sweep over and you're going to hit the reset button. That's interesting to see right next to the opportunity card here too. So for some of you, there is definitely going to be some sense of new opportunity coming your way in the form of a new job, in the form of a new career. Maybe you're getting some sense of promotion or something that's elevating you as an individual. Very cool. And then you also have a little bit of loyalty. You have true friendships around you, and yeah, just a little bit of that is around your surfaces. My voice is like it's like being almost like blocked, trying to release some of the messaging there. But yeah, maybe that might be of significance. So maybe the throat chakra might be, related to that as well, right? But yeah, almost like maybe just hearing the fact that you might gain a new opportunity is kind of almost like putting you in like a chokehold. It's like shocking you, maybe, right? Who knows? But yeah, you do have a lot of great friendships around you. There's a lot of loyalty among the most important values, right? So yeah, just saying be loyal to your friends. We get a donut as well. We get some guardian vibes, okay? Donut. It's so interesting to see the donut card because it always gives me like that Wheel of Fortune vibe or the moon, right? Or it's like the Wheel of Fortune is like that changing of fate. Just good luck is coming your way, fortune and destiny. Or you just might like donuts, right? Just maybe it's time to go outside, get a donut. If you can, of course, if it doesn't impact you, physically in any way. Like, sometimes people can't eat certain foods, so yeah. But donuts is interesting, right? And you're keeping an eye out on things, so keep an eye out on that ending and the opportunities coming your way as well. Okay, so yeah, keep that eye out. The universe is saying keep that foresight, keep those eyes open. With the what is it called? Yeah, just like open up your third eye chakra. Keep it open. Oh, also something around taking naps. Oh, interview. Okay, so universe wanted me to take this card out as well. Oh, stuck morals. Oh, interest. Oh, okay, we're getting a lot of things. Okay, lots of things happening here. Okay, so yeah, something around the friendships, right? Best friends. You got a best a best friend locket, right? It's so quirky, right? And then you have stallion, you have nap, and then the stuck. Ooh, interesting. Interview and morals backing that up too. So you're gonna be interviewed on your morals. Just be mindful of like how you show up, right? Like how, like like when an interviewer is like, oh, like what is the hardest thing you've ever done for someone at your job, where this and that, and it's just like don't forget to put your morals in, like keep your morals in place, so it doesn't sound like come off like that it's like a one-sided situation or something like that. Be mindful of that. Keep it balanced when you're in an interview, so you're keeping a neutral stance on the good and the bad. I think that's very important to just put into perspective. But you do have a lot of strong friendships surfacing too towards your endings here, and like just the goodbyes of like what's not serving you and what's serving you. So that's good here. The best friend locket's cute because you're kind of completing that with your friends, right? And then you also have a little bit of napping vibes in stallion. Whenever I see like stallion, I think of the chariot, which you're like very driven, you're controlled, you're full of determination and travel, right? But you're also taking naps when you need to, which is good to see. Especially when you're stuck, you're taking those naps. But you might also be a little stuck in the financial situation as well. So definitely just take a breather on that and just see how you can kind of go about it in the right way. Because we do see like the typewriter in the reverse position. So maybe you're stuck on how you're documenting your finances. So just take some time and go back and see how you can revisit that so it can just surface up the way that you intended to. Okay, so let's check out your past, present, and future circumstances here, and a little bit more messages on how an opportunity is forming where you aren't looking at this time, and see what's just occurring right now. Ooh, right now you have the Magician card, so you're full of creativity, you're very focused, very powerful individual, very inspired, and you're manifesting quite a bit. Okay, and you also have the King of Pentacles. So with the King of Pentacles, you have a sense of stability. You're very wise. You have a sense of wealth around you. Very reliable. You're coming off as a sense of like almost like a leader of some kind, which is nice as well. Ooh, you have the Sun in your subconscious and influence. I rarely see the Sun card, but when I see it, it feels very powerful and impactful because it's all about joy, clarity, in terms of your outcomes. You have a sense of success coming in for you. You're full of life. You're full of vitality. You're living and breathing in the sense of like trying to align with the things that serve you and what works for you in order to bring in that happiness and abundance. And yeah, it's very rare that I see the Sun. It's interesting. But when the sun rises, things are about to pop off, in a good light. And in the past, it looks like you have the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords is about a sense of an indecision. There's a bit of stalemate happening in the past, a little bit of avoidance, which is probably why you are guarding your energy here, especially around how you are seeing your future. So maybe there was some sort of a negative emotion surfacing in the past on how you were envisioning your future, or how you were almost like it's almost like seeing like no way out in the past, and now universe is just asking you to kind of come forth with that foresight, have perspective towards the future, so it can manifest for you. Okay, and then right now on your goals and ideals, you have the Four of Cups. So you're having a sense of withdrawal. You're definitely letting things go that are not serving you, especially with the endings here. And you also are kind of going through like a withdrawal phase that is almost like bringing forth a little bit of discontent as well, right? You kind of just like thinking things through, really. Okay, and in your near future, you have the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is about hardships, a sense of like exclusion, a little bit of isolation and loss that will be occurring, right? All right. But it does feel as though you are putting your guard up. You do have these almost like blankets, these cloths to protect you from the snow. So you are in a relatively strong position in terms of just almost getting to that middle ground of like overcoming the isolation, the exclusion, just overcoming the hardships of the winter, really. And then in your approach towards your final outcome, you have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is all about you coming forth with a sense of warmth, creativity, leadership, and confidence, which is really nice to see because you're kind of coming out of the cold and you're now going into the warm weather, the warmth of the home, right? With that Queen of Wands. Ooh, we also have a little bit of Tower moments happening in your environment. So right as soon as you hit the near future of some sort of hardship and loss, you're going to be coming into this Tower moment where you're just going through a huge awakening, right? It's almost going to shock you in the sense that it's going to reveal everything that it is that you need to know, the truths, the upheavals that created that, the shocks, the things that just ruined certain situations, the disgrace around it, just everything. You're just gonna have a accumulation of multitude of emotions. But what you need to know right now is to kind of go at it in the sense of an emperor, where maintain your structure, maintain your stability, your respect for self, mind, body, and soul. Strategize and be an authority in the sense of how you are maneuvering through your life, especially with how you are planning things. Ooh, final outcome. We have the Devil and the Four of Wands. Okay, so with the Devil, you have a sense of temptation, a bit of attachment coming in here as well, a little bit of shadow as well, a little bit of illusions and bondage to certain things, okay? And you also have the Four of Wands, which is about harmony, stability, almost like creating a sense of home, foundation, and you're celebrating that. So you have a little bit of like almost like yin and yang vibes, where you have the good and you have the bad, but there's also temptations that are happening around you too. So guard your energy, use your foresight as you move forward, right? Okay. Especially towards those new opportunities. Okay, so let's see what other things are popping up for you here in terms of where you're not looking. So definitely utilize your relationships. Almost, I'm getting a sense of networking as well towards like new opportunities that you are interested in. So yeah, and almost use your writing. We got a bit of a blog vibe upside down in the reversed earlier here with the stuck and the blog, right? So with that typewriter there, it's just important to kind of unstuck yourself, right? And create those relationships, write those emails out, write those text messages out, make those phone calls, okay? All right, so just allow yourself to be vulnerable in certain situations as you build up relationships with others, right? Okay, use your sure-footedness, that predestination, where you want to go, manifest that, okay? And so you can really see what it is that you are trying to go towards, and take command in what it is that you're doing. We definitely got that with the Emperor vibes here as well. Got that a little bit with the Queen of Wands too. The Queen of Wands is just really about that sense of leadership. You're creating that. You're coming forth with a sense of confidence, right? And we get like some sort of handshaking occurring as well. And we get that with the new beginnings. And yeah, we also have that. We get it over the opportunity card here. So that's really nice to see. And it looks like some of you might be going into some sort of leadership role. Okay, so that might be of interest to some of you. I'm also getting that you might be almost like a support role for some of you who want to I'm getting like secretary, I'm getting accountant, I'm getting almost like some of you are making businesses, like you're creating a startup of some kind. It's gonna take a lot of work, but you got the teamwork around you, and you're a captain of a team. Some of you might be being positioned on a team where you're gonna be a captain within your department. Um, definitely what I'm getting there. It's interesting. And then, of course, there's a bit of a sense of generosity coming in we're getting also Three of Cups vibes here too in the Sun. Anytime I see this card, so you do have a lot of friendship coming in here, community support and gathering around how you are like maneuvering through your money and just your opportunities in general. Okay, but a lot of generosity. So people are going to want to almost serve you these cups, right? And then we're getting a bit of the Sun too with that joy and clarity coming through, a lot of success. You're almost like taking sips of life and vitality, taking sips of happiness, right? So you got that trio there, which is nice. But yeah, those are all the messages I have for you today. It looks to be quite positive in terms of you just being very reflective about how you're maneuvering through your finances. Opportunities are coming in, which is going to support your finances further. And yeah, this is looking quite beautifully. So don't forget to keep in mind to maintain some of those relationships that you are growing and even beginning. And yeah, don't forget to advocate for yourself. Take control of what it is that you want to take control of in your finances. And yeah, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And if this reading resonated, don't forget to like, comment, and join our cozy community by subscribing. And until next time, trust your path and let the universe work its magic.